It's a huge factor for your own perception of reality, meeting a different being.
The whole planet deserves to know the truth. You may be one of the few people who might be able to help us understand.
Species are brought together on a table and have diplomatic conversations
This is
with each other.
happening?
This is happening.
Where? Give an example. What happened with you?
This great being enters the room. It's a strong, crisp frequency that your body reacts to.
It's happening. It's happening behind the scenes. I mean, Tim, what is the true history of Earth?
Well, things are happening. I mean, in the next few weeks, we will see a new law that is going to allow people that had restrictions to talk about what they have seen, top secret, are going to be able to talk. The government is going to recognize that there are things that are non-human. We could consider that declassification, disclosure. It's just about to happen. And when that happens, what is next? Well, what I consider the most important thing, communication. Because once we recognize that there are objects flying that are not from this earth, we need to communicate with them. We need to establish a dialogue. Once we do that, we would be able to become citizens of the universe, adult, cosmic adults. That is going to force us to behave reasonably to the earth. I mean, to protect the earth, to protect life, to do things differently. And this is very exciting. I'm going to present you today how these intelligences are trying to contact us. They are sending signals all around the world. Unfortunately, they are not being presented by the media. But fortunately for me, I have a team of journalists and investigators that are able to get all these evidences to be presented, especially in the Mexican television, and through these kind of events around the world. I hope you enjoy this because are things that don't just happen this year. Most of them, 90% of all the videos and evidences that you will see just happened. Some of them a few days ago. I have a newscast every day, and I give 5 to 10 minutes every day to the most recent sightings, events, or anything related to this phenomenon. I have a Sunday show, 2 hours long, where I present most of the cases there together. For that reason, I have this, advantage to have all this information constantly, to be really informed on what is happening around the world. Unfortunately, not too many investigators have that advantage that we have there. You will see now the results of that work, of that investigation, daily, every day on the television. This should be happening, as I said, everywhere. But unfortunately, even though the media is now conscient about this reality, still they are not performing their obligation to inform something so important that is happening all around the world. Still, this credibility program exists. But I think very soon it's going to disappear. We're very fortunate to be alive right now because we are going to see probably the biggest changes in history for humankind over the next few weeks and months. The next 2 years, I believe this world is going to be different. I am not a magician and I cannot see the future, but I can see what is happening now. And I can somehow guess what is going to happen next. Let's watch these evidences. The sounds all around the world. Just a few samples here. By the way, that's Ukraine. Kiev.
The first inning. That's a haunting sound, if we've ever heard one. 1 ball, no strikes. And the bunt is foul. The count is 1-1.
And what could that possibly be? Somebody shut the door.
It sounds supernatural.
China. This sound was in the mountains for a few days. People went there and got together to listen to the sound. Ukraine again. And now this is the new phenomenon. This is happening all around the world, and nobody has put attention to this. When I saw this, that happened in Russia in September 2017, I put attention. Just a few months later, it was in Shanghai, in China. Then in the United States, in Mexico, in Brazil, everywhere, in England, in Ireland, in Scotland, everywhere. Most of them are just from this year, okay? This is the first one in Russia, 2017. For me, this is communication. For me, this is something is going to happen. Something is going to happen very soon.
We have no idea what these could be. They're up in the sky overhead, moving rapidly. There are lights in the cloud. There's no aircraft sound. There's no blinking lights. They're just... And they just appear, and they just suddenly appear out of nowhere. It's the strangest thing.
Do something.
Look, it's right here.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Look at that. This is here, I think it was in Indiana, I think.
Por ahí se va a ver el faro que da la vuelta. Ahora, voy a levantar el teléfono y miren las luces.
Acapulco.
A ver, díganme en dónde está el proyector. O sea, no hay ninguno, por Dios. A ver, esto es la luz de aquí del este negocio, bueno, el edificio de junto. Y ahí están las luces.
Russia. Okinawa. Samara, Russia. Brazil. India. Spain. Mongolia. Singapore.
Y siguen ahí bailando para nosotros.
Copacabana.
Y siguen bailando. Mira ese baile. Amigos del grupo de Jaime Maussan, acabo de llegar en Brasil. Estoy en Copacabana, Río de Janeiro. Y mira lo que veo. Mira cómo bailan. Elaine Brandão, em Copacabana. Essa vai diretamente para mi grupo maravilloso, que los quiero mucho, 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 mucho. É o grupo de Jaime Maussan. Para que vea que yo no estoy mintiendo, mira. Ahí está, ahí está.
México. Minnesota. Italy. It's clearly a message. Mexico City. We had them in Mexico City for 2 weeks every day, every night. I really think something is going to happen soon. I think they are trying to communicate. The communication is very simple. You are not alone. Mexico City, different people. Mexico City. China. You see, 90% of them are just from this year. Now this is a new phenomenon. These lights on the sky, they stand still. I think this is going to grow now. Mexico City again, October 19th. Mexico City. Some pilots call them racetracks, UAPs, racetracks. Mexico City. This is all around the world. At the beginning were the crop circles, probably just for a few. Then came the sounds, probably for thousands. And now are the lights, probably for millions. South Korea. I really think this is a very important phenomenon. What is this? What is happening? Hundreds, and these are just the best. These are just the best. There are so many more. Sometimes they are not so clear. They appear when the skies are cloudy.
It's like it's talking. Okay, so that's a different pattern than what it did last time. So it's not like it's a consistent pattern. Because they were all in a line last time. Now they're all clustered over there. Well, there they go.
Wisconsin. Virginia. Nagoya. Japan. Too many. Mexico City. It seems like when people put attention to something, they continue trying to establish this message, this communication. It was in the crop circles. They almost disappear now. This year was the lowest in formations ever. Since the 1980s, there were not so little prayers. It is not just the lights.
Mira, son varias luces. Mira. Grábalo, güey, aquí bien que se ve. No, pero acérquese más para allá, ¿Para allá dónde? Para la caseta. Ay, está bien. Grábalo, güey. Acércate allí.
They're not even moving. It's staying still.
In California, United States, California, Mexico, the sightings have increased dramatically. Phoenix,
Vale, ¿qué es esa? Para que veáis, pongo mi mano aquí delante de la ventana. Para que veáis que no está editado ni nada.
they seem to be closer now. In the past, it was very difficult to have this kind of images. so close. Now it's continuous. Like this, for example, look at that. This is an amazing case in Praga, Czechoslovakia. This man followed the UFO, got closer and closer. He found the route. He went to the woods. And he got very, very close. England. Malaysia. Over a nuclear plant in Russia in February, 3 days after the beginning of the war. Ukraine, many scientists during the war, many sightings. Beep.
Here in Kyiv right now, there is a lot of.
And they tried to fire them.
That they are
the UFOs there.
It could be a drone. You see, bright, shining light. Looks almost like a stone. Tracer fire.
I believe it's also Ukraine.
Get the camera, Frank. John, get the camera. What? Get the camera.
Not. Where is it? That was England. This is Japan. Look at that. The object creates this circle and disappears in the middle of it. Look at that. Then disappears. It's like a porthole. France. They are everywhere. Probably that's why we're seeing now a different attitude from the government, not just the US, but everywhere, also in Brazil, in Mexico. In Mexico, all the institutions have received orders that they have to give me anything that I ask. Japan. This is Mexico, it's Tepec. This is in Florida. Some workers were there.
Que terrestre. Y el güey se metió ahí el güey en el mar. Un ovni. Y vieron dos extraterrestres ahí y no se metieron.
Thailand. These objects now this is a different kind of craft. In daylight, at night, whatever. These were photographed by soldiers of the Army of Mexico, and they gave it to me, but I couldn't say who took them.
Russia.
There is no question they are here for good. They are not leaving. Tennessee. They were taking the moon. Oh, in Mexicali, that's amazing what is happening in Mexico. In Mexicali, so many sightings at very low altitude. This is also in Mexico. That's the moon in eclipse, and this is the object. Malaysia. Indonesia. In Tijuana, in Mexico, San Diego, all that area, Rosarito, we have these sightings that are being observed by thousands of people and recorded by dozens. It has happened different times this year. You can see one of the objects here in a close-up with a telescope and look inside. The object is there and is creating this plasma around. This is a very fortunate picture of these objects that create very intense light. I don't know if heat, probably heat. The pilots of the US have described this object like there is a square or a round object inside. They say that. And now we can see this with this incredible image taken with a telescope. These are the lights in Tijuana. A little distorted, but it's there. The object is there. This is in Mérida. Look at that. You see, just a couple of minutes later, or less than 2 minutes, the object was not there anymore. That's in Barcelona. This is in Mexico. You see? How many sightings? In such a low altitude. Just from this year, okay? Just from this year. Strange. I think this is very clear. Egypt, near the pyramids.
It's coming towards me. It has 1, 2, 3, 5 lights across the front. This is really weird. It's stopped now.
Bro, what the? Look, there's a plane. There's a plane because we have an airport here, like to the left, to the right. To the right of it. What is that?
Medellin it's a city. Something is going on there because there are so many sightings in that city. Sometimes, like you can see here, they separate, they create new objects.
Because I can't. Oh, it's going up further. Oh, it's splitting. 3, 5. Oh my God. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. It's a UFO.
Mexico City. They didn't see it when they took this picture. It was also a military man.
Estaba resarpado, güey.
¿Qué onda, chavo? Spain.
Lo grabé.
Milan, Italy. Antonio Urci. He uses a telescope to record them. These are 3 beautiful pictures from Tamaulipas, Mexico. They were taken by this man, Juanito Juan. The object is going up. this case, in Hawaii, we see an object and two helicopters going around. One of them leaves, and then the UFO is chasing the helicopter. So much. I mean, they cannot avoid now this. They know this is happening. The military know this is happening. They know they can make contact with us any day. I think they are being forced to open. Oh, this is Mexicali. Look at this series of photographs just from one place, different days in Mexicali, just across Calexico. These three pictures were from the same day. United States is also a hot spot now. This is Rosarito. This day was something extraordinary. I think it was September 7th. You can see this object rotating. That's why you see the lights like that. It is rotating. And then the object moved and was observed in the state of Jalisco. Look at that. Here we can see that the object is big. Dozens of people recorded the object. France, 9th of September. What is it? Mexico City. This is like a capsule. You see? Like a capsule. This is very strange. Did you see that? The object comes down and then goes in a square movement. San Diego. This is again Rosarito. Well, this is San Diego. Look, the helicopter up and the object down. This is in Tijuana, September 19th, 2022. Rosarito. The people there are ready. Now we have a camera, and very soon you'll be able to locate it in, this is in Australia, the most important paper, published this picture in the cover. You will be able to see in YouTube, look for a camera in Rosarito live. That way you will be able to take a look, and probably you would be lucky to have a sighting in real time. Look at that. Mexicali again. There is no doubt. Mexicali, look at that. So clear. Again, this craft that moves, makes circles, and there are two. Mexicali again. And again. You see? Medellin. This object is like floating.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
Flying
No.
straight. It's
Yes.
like moving.
That's a UFO for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No, it's like that thing they show on.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
Closer. Now let's watch these UFOs that look like clouds, or clouds that look like UFOs. You see, when the craft are very big, we think that they cover with vapor. When they move with the paper without losing the shape. That cloud was there for hours. People start watching the cloud, and you can think whatever you want. It didn't move for hours. And then the light. Look at that. It looks like a huge craft. Looks. Look at this one. You think it's a cloud? I never seen something like that. Look at that one. Is that a cloud? This is huge.
What the is that? Like, that is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. It's like, it's so cool. What is that?
And this one, have you seen a square cloud? I don't know, I think it's enough evidence to consider this possibility. I think they don't want to scare us when they are too big. They like to hide in clouds. Now we have enough evidence to know for sure that they love to chase airplanes. Look at that. You see, they are moving with the airplane. And the pilots now finally are speaking. This was recorded by a pilot in Colombia, by a pilot from the cabin. You see, faster than the airplane. Faster than the airplane. And that thing continues moving. In the past was so difficult to get a picture like this. Now it's so often. You see the two airplanes together? This thing goes very, I don't know, in the middle of both or very close.
Yeah, I was gonna say, shooting star. Shooting star, but then it stopped, huh? Yeah, let me zoom in, man.
The pilots
it's like
are recording
man.
this.
Look at that shit. It's pulsating. Oh, this is awesome. And he's not on TCAS, man. Huh. Well, I can tell Rita now. That's interesting. That is, dude. That is shit hot.
You see 3 UFOs chasing the airplane. There's no question about that. What's that? Oh, this is amazing. This is a nuclear bomber, B-52, in Diego Garcia Island. And he's being chased by UFO. Look at that. This was filtered to us, and we were able to find exactly how Diego Garcia Island is, and we confirmed. United States here. Oh, this is amazing. This is Ukraine in the war. Look at that. Don't tell me it's a drone, please. Faster than the airplane. You see how close? This is in Italy. How close? You see, it didn't move. If this was a balloon, it would have exploded. This is invasion. We call it invasion. New York, October 28, 2022. Look at that. You see how many? The volcanoes. Why the volcanoes? You know this one. This was recorded with the camera of the television. An amazing, amazing video. This goes inside the crater. Just a year later, we got a new one, and we were able to see again a UFO going inside the crater, right there. Why? I think they use the magnetism. I don't think there is a base there. I think they use the magnetism of the volcano to go somewhere else. Look at that. We have a camera now, live camera. You can watch it in YouTube. And thanks to that, look, this stops right there, and now it's going to come down to go inside the volcano on one of the sides. See? And it's gonna go inside. Stops right there. The movement stops and then goes down. This is in Japan. Look at that. What is that? That's huge. This is the Popocatépetl. Two cameras. Two volcanoes at the same time, two cameras recording. You see, and next day was still there. Still there. 12 hours later. This is the fire volcano. You see, it's moving. This is frames, it's not continuous video, it's pictures. And you can see the movement. And now it's still there. More than 16, 18 hours later, and then disappears. You see, and they come out from it. They come in and go out. Is that a meteor? It's above the volcano? What a coincidence. This is in South America. Look at that. No, sorry, this is Indonesia. This is Indonesia. Look at that. The photographer said, oh, what a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think they go inside because they use the magnetism to create a porthole to go somewhere else. See? How many? Oh, they come out. They come in, they go out. They use the volcanoes, my friends. They are here. Look at that. So many. Why? Because we have a camera. And people help us, telling us when something happens. This appears suddenly and then goes. Just hovering there. Just hovering there. I don't know what is that. See that? It came from there. This is not starting. This is real time. This is slow motion, by the way. Slow motion. But it's not just here, it's outside too. I don't know if you've seen this, but this is some of the most amazing things. They were recorded from the space station. All of these UFOs, all of this, all of that. This is 2nd of May 2020. It is like a fleet. This is an object. Another fleet, November 15, 2020. You can see some dots in the back we believe are stars. Look at them. All of them recorded live from the space station. You can, if you check them continually and you record what they present, you will be able to see things like that. Look at that. It is so clear, right? It's in the space, it's underwater. Oh, this is one of the most amazing. Look at that. Look at that craft. That's huge. That's hundreds or thousands of kilometers long. This man recorded this live, then was erased. Thanks to him, we can watch this. And then he lost it, and he got it again. And you are going to see how. In a different orbit, the object was still there. It's there. And now look all this craft coming inside the object. Look at that. They are coming inside. Amazing. It shouldn't be any doubt in your mind that we are in front of a real phenomenon, that they are here, that they want to communicate, and that's what we need to do right now, is to communicate with them. We need to prepare ourselves to do that. We need to force our government. Once you see the news, write to your congressman and ask for communication. Once we do that, our future is going to change. And it's going to be good. It looks bad right now, but we can change that. Oh, you know this phenomenon, but it's back. You know this, the huge spheres. I have presented this before, taking energy from the sun. NASA was not able to explain this at all. And you can see how when the object leaves, it creates turbulence in the sun. Look how big is that one. You can see the energy going there. Look, this one too, another one. And it happened again last year. This is from this year. You see the sphere is taking the energy. Oh, this is beautiful. Look, did you see the object going inside the sun? Now it's going to come out. And you see the plasma. Look at it. Goes inside the sun. It leaves. Now, we were able before I present the other, this is incredible too. We have now so many videos of objects coming from the moon. You see this? They are coming from the moon, from a crater. Look at that. You see? It's coming out of the crater. I am so sure now. It looks, sounds crazy. But check this. Look that. The lens is dirty, but look at that. You see, it goes from one crater to other crater, and then disappears. Or coming out from the crater. No question. One object, second object, from the same spot. With telescopes, probably, if you are lucky, you could record something like this. This is incredible. They make the formation. I don't know how close they are to the moon, to be honest.
Look at, holy shit, look at that. Look at the shape.
Whoa, that's you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's covered right. See?
I mean, they have to be big, really big. You can see the shadow. The object on the moon. More objects coming from behind. I was reporting this even to NASA. We were able to see this object from the 21st of April to September. We told Avi Loeb about this. I present these images to Chris Mellon. I told everyone. We wrote to the NASA, and NASA said, oh, they are cargo ships. I said, cargo ships? People recorded this from the screens. It's a huge object. There, we received dozens and dozens. I started presenting this in the Mexican TV and in internet, and people all around the world helped me to get more and more images. You see, you can see the object behind the panels here, proving that it's not a reflection. The light of the sun discovers sometimes the object, but we have seen it in so many different ways. And also, the cosmonauts from Russia were able to take images. And was there for months. I think was a clear message. Do you see? This is recorded by a different person. This is a cosmonaut. It seems that the object is going at the same speed, same direction than the International Space Station. They were able to record it in 3 different occasions, in 3 different positions. And in the earth, many people recorded this strange object when this was happening in the space. I don't know if there is a relation or no.
Sí, pero no sé cómo se ve. Está cayendo ese chavo. Mira, 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 mira. Augusto, chavo, que no me locura.
Many people recorded this in many different places. Could they be Starling? I don't know. Possible. I don't know. The positions, looks difficult to think that is possible. But you see so many people all around the world sometimes, yes. Sometimes you see it shines. This is also starting. I don't know. And I have presented this before. But I think it's important because I really think it's a warning. This big pyramid over the Kremlin, December 9, 2009. This has to be huge, and what really matters here is this is in Russia, and then in Germany, and then in the USA, and then in China. All the powers in the world. Is this a warning? Three hours later, it was there. I really think this is very important. Very important. I think it's a message, clearly. That day, as you know, Russia was testing a nuclear missile. And the missile failed. And what happened? At the same time that the pyramid was there. This is a so-called spiral from Oslo, from Norway. These are real pictures. this a message? We shouldn't use nuclear weapons? I never seen anything like this, and I don't think has happened again like this. The same year, 9 days later in 2009, this was recorded over the Reichstag in Germany, the Congress of Germany, the same pyramid. Now it's December 19, 2018 in the USA, over the Pentagon, just above the Pentagon. And the case is real, there is no question. I interviewed the 4 witnesses that recorded this object, the 4 of them. They didn't know each other. This was recorded from a taxi.
You see it? Where is it? Where's the camera? What is this? I mean, what the fuck is that? Slow down, man.
The object is completely black and it's just the reflection of the lights.
What?
That you allow us to see the object.
See it. Man, do you see it?
Completely black, see? It's there. Why there are no combat planes? Because I think they were afraid but something could happen there. This is not a simple object, this is not just a UFO, it's huge. December 19, 2018. The same day that President Trump signed the creation of the U.S. Space Combat Command. The same day.
Honey?
Is that a relation? Is a message? On October 23rd, 2019, close to NASA, 2 pictures from the same man who was driving in the highway. It is the same object. This is China.
靠，这个事情搞大了。
Shanghai. Then it's Russia, United States, China. This is in 2021, I believe.
越来越大。哎呦，走了走了走了。
At least 3 different people recorded that. China. I haven't talked to the witnesses though.
我也拍到了。
Oh, this is amazing. Look at that. Did you see that? You see? You see how fast it comes? And leaves. Amazing speed. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Was that amazing or what?